Do you find yourself waking up more than once during the night just to urinate? Does your sleep feel fragmented, leaving you exhausted in the morning? If so, you may be experiencing a condition known as nocturia. While it might seem like a simple bladder issue on the surface, the truth is that the root cause often runs deeper, sometimes all the way to your gut. That's right, your digestive health plays a major role in how often you wake up to urinate at night. Nocturia is more than just an inconvenience. Interrupted sleep night after night can lead to fatigue, irritability, low immunity, poor concentration, and even long-term heart and metabolic complications. While many causes contribute to nocturia, including age, related hormonal changes, prostate enlargement, diabetes, and excessive fluid intake in the evening, what many people overlook is the influence of the gut microbiome on urinary tract function. Our gut is home to trillions of bacteria, some good, some harmful. When the balance tips in favor of the harmful bacteria, inflammation can spread throughout the body, affecting not only digestion but also the bladder and urinary system. This inflammation can make the bladder more sensitive and reduce its capacity to hold urine overnight, triggering multiple bathroom trips. Here's where probiotics come into play. These are the beneficial bacteria that help restore a healthy balance in the gut, reduce systemic inflammation, and support overall urinary health. Now, when it comes to choosing the best probiotic foods to combat nocturia, not all are created equal. The goal is to include natural food-based sources that introduce live, active cultures into your system and are easy to digest. One of the best and most accessible probiotic foods is unsweetened yogurt containing live cultures. Yogurt, especially when it contains strains like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, works to calm inflammation and regulate digestion. A healthy gut, in turn, leads to a calmer bladder. It's important, however, to consume yogurt without added sugar, as sugar can actually fuel the growth of bad bacteria. A small serving in the morning or with lunch is ideal. Consuming it too late in the evening could interfere with digestion and won't provide the same benefits. Another excellent probiotic food is kefir, a fermented milk drink that contains a much wider variety of probiotic strains compared to traditional yogurt. It's not only excellent for gut repair, but also helps support immunity, reduce oxidative stress, and regulate hormones that may indirectly influence bladder behavior. Many people find kefir helpful in reducing the frequency of nighttime urination when consumed regularly. It's best consumed earlier in the day, especially for those who are just starting to introduce fermented foods into their diet. A third highly effective probiotic-rich food is sauerkraut, fermented cabbage that is loaded with both probiotics and dietary fiber. When eaten raw and unpasteurized, sauerkraut delivers powerful microbial support for gut health. It also helps in reducing constipation and bloating, both of which can exert pressure on the bladder, leading to more frequent urges at night. Even just a couple of tablespoons with your evening meal can make a difference over time. And since it is plant-based, it's a great option for those who are avoiding dairy. In addition to including probiotic foods in your daily routine, it's equally important to pay attention to when and how you consume them. Eating probiotic-rich meals earlier in the day gives your body time to digest and absorb the beneficial bacteria, allowing them to begin working on reducing inflammation and balancing gut flora. This indirectly helps the bladder relax and reduces unnecessary nighttime signals to urinate. Moreover, timing your fluid intake throughout the day is another powerful strategy. Many people unknowingly consume the bulk of their fluids in the evening, thinking they are staying hydrated. In reality, this often sets them up for multiple bathroom trips during the night. The better approach is to drink more fluids earlier in the day and start tapering off after 6 p.m. Also, try to limit caffeine, alcohol, and spicy foods later in the day, as these can irritate the bladder lining and increase nocturnal urination. Physical activity also plays a crucial role. Gentle exercises such as walking, yoga, or stretching in the early evening can reduce stress levels and improve hormonal balance. Stress and anxiety often manifest through physical symptoms, including bladder overactivity. A calm nervous system before bed promotes deeper, uninterrupted sleep. It's also important to remember that while probiotic foods are generally safe, they may not be suitable for everyone. Some individuals may experience temporary bloating or discomfort when they first introduce fermented foods into their diet. If you have a compromised immune system or are on certain medications, it's wise to consult with a healthcare provider before making any significant dietary changes. Probiotic-rich foods are a natural tool, not a cure, and should be part of a broader lifestyle adjustment for managing nocturia. If, despite dietary improvements and proper hydration timing, you continue to wake up frequently to urinate, it's important to speak with a medical professional. Persistent nocturia can sometimes be a sign of underlying conditions like diabetes, sleep apnea, or bladder dysfunction that require specific treatment. Never ignore what your body is trying to tell you. In conclusion, the path to better sleep and reduced nighttime urination may very well begin with your plate. By nourishing your gut with natural probiotic foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut, and by practicing smart lifestyle habits, you can take a significant step toward eliminating nocturia. Small, consistent changes in your routine can yield powerful long-term benefits. Prioritize your digestive health today, and you may just find yourself sleeping through the night peacefully and waking up truly refreshed. Nocturia is a condition that affects a large number of individuals, especially as they grow older. It is defined as the need to wake up one or more times during the night to urinate, interrupting what should be a restful sleep cycle. While waking up once occasionally might not seem alarming, frequent interruptions due to the urge to urinate can lead to chronic sleep deprivation, daytime fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and a reduced quality of life. Many people mistakenly assume that nighttime urination is simply a part of aging, but the truth is, it's often a symptom of an underlying imbalance in the body that can and should be addressed. This condition can be caused by a variety of factors. One of the most common causes is excessive fluid intake in the evening or right before bedtime. However, nocturia can also result from more complex issues such as overactive bladder, bladder infections, urinary tract infections, diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney disorders, or even sleep disorders like sleep apnea. Hormonal changes, especially in older adults, can also affect the production of urine at night, causing an increase that leads to more frequent urination. For men, an enlarged prostate can press against the bladder and urethra, making it difficult to empty the bladder fully, which can lead to repeated urination at night. In women, weakened pelvic floor muscles after childbirth or due to menopause can contribute to similar symptoms. In many cases, people do not realize that lifestyle factors such as diet, stress, and gut health can also influence the frequency of nighttime urination. Certain foods and drinks, including caffeine, alcohol, spicy meals, artificial sweeteners, and acidic items, can irritate the bladder and increase the urge to urinate. Meanwhile, inflammation in the gut or poor gut flora can contribute to bladder sensitivity and hormonal disruptions that affect urinary patterns. That's why focusing on internal balance, especially through the inclusion of gut, supporting foods like probiotics, can play a significant role in managing nocturia naturally. Nocturia is not just about the inconvenience of waking up. It's a signal that the body is trying to communicate an imbalance. When left unmanaged, it can gradually affect mental health, energy levels, immune strength, and even cardiovascular health. Fortunately, by identifying the root causes and making targeted changes in diet, hydration timing, and stress management, many people find that they can significantly reduce or even eliminate their nighttime trips to the bathroom. It's important to take nocturia seriously and treat it as an opportunity to look deeper into one's health, rather than dismissing it as a minor or inevitable part of life. Gut health plays a surprisingly influential role in the overall function of the urinary tract, especially when it comes to conditions like nocturia. While the gut and the bladder may seem like entirely separate systems, they are closely connected through various pathways in the body, including the immune system, the nervous system, and the endocrine-hormonal system. An imbalance in the gut microbiome, the collection of trillions of bacteria living in the digestive tract, can lead to inflammation and disruptions in these systems, which in turn may contribute to urinary problems such as increased urgency, frequency, and nighttime urination. A healthy gut microbiome helps regulate inflammation throughout the body, not just in the digestive system. When harmful bacteria outnumber the beneficial ones, a state known as dysbiosis, it can trigger widespread inflammation that affects organs beyond the gut. This low-grade, chronic inflammation may irritate the bladder wall, making it more sensitive and prone to sending false signals to the brain that the bladder is full, even when it's not. This mechanism is believed to be one of the contributors to conditions like overactive bladder and nocturia, especially in the absence of infection or structural abnormalities. Additionally, the gut microbiota influences hormone metabolism, including the regulation of antidiuretic hormone ADH, which controls how much urine the kidneys produce at night. Disruptions in ADH levels can lead to increased nighttime urine output, a core issue in nocturia. Poor gut health can also indirectly affect estrogen and testosterone levels, which in turn impact pelvic floor, muscle tone, bladder control, and urinary frequency. These hormonal shifts are especially important in older adults, as declining hormone levels naturally increase the risk of bladder dysfunction. Furthermore, the gut is closely tied to the immune system. More than 70% of immune cells reside in the gastrointestinal tract. When gut health deteriorates, the immune system becomes either overactive or under-responsive. An overactive immune response can lead to bladder inflammation or increased susceptibility to urinary tract infections, both of which can trigger nocturia. On the other hand, a weakened immune system may allow pathogens to take hold more easily, contributing to chronic bladder irritation. Probiotic-rich foods can help restore a balanced gut microbiome, reduce inflammation, and improve immune function, all of which contribute to better urinary tract health. By supporting gut health through diet, lifestyle changes, and stress management, individuals can create a foundation for a healthier bladder. In many cases, addressing the gut has led to improvements in symptoms such as nighttime urination, urgency, and frequency without the need for medications. This highlights the importance of a holistic approach to urinary health, one that begins with nurturing the gut from the inside out. While gut health is not the only factor influencing urinary symptoms, it is an often overlooked contributor that can play a key role in restoring balance. When the gut is healthy, the bladder is more likely to function optimally, and nighttime disruptions due to frequent urination can become far less common. Taking care of your gut is, in many ways, taking care of your entire body, including your ability to sleep through the night without interruptions. When it comes to managing nighttime urination, also known as nocturia, incorporating probiotic-rich foods into your daily routine can offer a natural and effective approach. These foods support the gut microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria that live in the digestive system, which in turn helps reduce inflammation, regulate hormones, and improve communication between the gut and bladder. Among the many probiotic options available, 3 stand out for their unique benefits and accessibility. One of the most well-known and widely consumed probiotic foods is yogurt made from cow, goat, or plant-based milk, provided it contains lev-active cultures. Yogurt is rich in beneficial bacteria such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, which help balance the gut flora, strengthen the immune system, and reduce systemic inflammation that may affect the bladder. The anti-inflammatory properties of these bacteria can help calm an overactive bladder and minimize the frequent urge to urinate, especially during the night. It is crucial, however, to choose unsweetened, plain yogurt without artificial additives or sugars, as sweetened varieties can aggravate bladder sensitivity and counteract the benefits of probiotics. Consuming a small serving of yogurt with breakfast or lunch allows enough time for digestion and microbial activity to take effect without disturbing your sleep. Another powerful probiotic source is Kefir, a fermented milk drink that contains a wide array of probiotic strains, often more than yogurt, and includes beneficial yeasts alongside bacteria. Kefir not only promotes digestive health, but also aids in nutrient absorption and supports the production of calming neurotransmitters like GABA, which may indirectly improve sleep quality. The presence of diverse strains makes Kefir especially potent in restoring gut balance and reducing symptoms of gut-related inflammation that can extend to the bladder. Kefir is best introduced gradually into the diet, especially for individuals who are new to fermented foods, starting with a small amount in the morning or early afternoon to assess tolerance and benefit. A third highly effective and natural probiotic food is sauerkraut, which is simply fermented cabbage. When unpasteurized and prepared properly, sauerkraut becomes a rich source of live cultures that contribute to gut and immune health. In addition to being probiotic, sauerkraut contains fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants that support overall wellness. Its fermentation process allows good bacteria to flourish, aiding digestion and reducing the burden on the urinary system. Just a few spoonfuls added to meals, such as salads or grain bowls, can enhance the diversity of gut bacteria, reduce bloating, and potentially ease bladder irritation. It is important to ensure the sauerkraut is raw and refrigerated as shelf-stable. Pasteurized varieties often lack live beneficial bacteria. Incorporating these three probiotic foods, yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut, into your daily diet can create a strong foundation for improving gut health and, in turn, managing nocturia more effectively. These foods not only support a balanced internal environment, but also promote immune strength, hormonal balance, and reduced inflammation, all of which contribute to fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom. As with any dietary changes, it's essential to monitor how your body responds and to introduce new foods gradually. Over time, consistent consumption of these probiotic, rich options may lead to better sleep quality, improved urinary control, and a noticeable improvement in overall well-being. The timing of when you consume probiotic foods can make a significant difference in how effective they are for your digestive health, and in turn, for improving conditions like nocturia. While probiotics are beneficial at any time of day, consuming them strategically can help maximize their absorption, support gut health more efficiently, and enhance their role in reducing inflammation that may contribute to nighttime urinary urgency. Since nocturia primarily affects sleep, understanding the relationship between the time you eat and how your body responds becomes especially important. One of the most effective times to consume probiotic foods is during the first half of the day, particularly with breakfast or lunch. At this time, the digestive system is more active, and the body is better prepared to process and utilize the beneficial bacteria found in fermented foods. When probiotics are taken earlier in the day, they have the full benefit of being digested and absorbed during peak digestive activity. This allows them to interact with the gut lining more effectively and begin their work of balancing the microbiome, reducing inflammation, and supporting the body's immune response. When gut inflammation is reduced, the bladder becomes less sensitive, which may help in lowering the frequency of nighttime urination. Additionally, consuming probiotic foods in the earlier part of the day allows time for any gas or mild bloating, common in individuals new to fermented foods, to subside well before bedtime. If these foods are eaten too close to sleeping hours, they may trigger digestive discomfort or stimulation that can disrupt sleep or even increase nighttime bladder activity. For example, eating sauerkraut or kefir late in the evening could lead to digestive activity that keeps the body alert instead of allowing it to wind down for rest. Consistency also plays a key role. Probiotic foods work best when included as a regular part of the daily diet rather than occasionally or sporadically. Including a serving of unsweetened yogurt with breakfast, a small glass of kefir before noon, or a few tablespoons of raw sauerkraut with lunch or an early dinner can help establish a healthy rhythm for your digestive system. These foods introduce live beneficial bacteria that slowly begin to shift the balance of the gut flora in a more favorable direction, which can indirectly lead to improved urinary patterns, including fewer nighttime interruptions. Hydration patterns also interact with the timing of probiotic intake, since many probiotic foods contain natural moisture and are often taken with meals. Consuming them earlier ensures that most of your fluid intake also occurs before evening. This helps reduce the volume of urine produced at night, further supporting the goal of minimizing nocturia. Another important consideration is the timing of medications or antibiotics. If you are taking medications that impact gut health, such as antibiotics or acid reducers, It's often best to separate them from probiotic foods by at least 2 hours to avoid reducing the effectiveness of the live cultures. Taking probiotics in the morning and medications later, or vice versa, can help both work optimally without interfering with each other. While incorporating probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut into your diet is a valuable step toward managing nocturia, it is important to understand that probiotics alone may not be enough to fully eliminate nighttime urination. A holistic lifestyle approach, one that supports bladder health, sleep quality, hormonal balance, and overall well-being, is essential for seeing lasting improvement. Several additional lifestyle habits, when practiced consistently alongside probiotic intake, can greatly enhance their effectiveness and help reduce the frequency of nighttime bathroom trips. One of the most critical lifestyle changes is adjusting your hydration schedule. While staying hydrated is vital for kidney and bladder function, drinking most of your fluids late in the day can overload the bladder at night. A smarter approach is to consume the bulk of your daily water intake during the morning and early afternoon. Gradually reduce your fluid consumption after 6 p.m. and try to avoid drinking anything at least 2 hours before bedtime. This simple shift alone can often reduce the volume of urine produced overnight and lessen the need to wake up frequently. Another useful strategy is to limit or eliminate bladder irritants from your diet, especially in the evening. Substances such as caffeine, alcohol, artificial sweeteners, carbonated drinks, citrus fruits, spicy foods, and chocolate can irritate the bladder lining and increase urgency and frequency. If these foods are consumed close to bedtime, they may trigger nighttime urination or make the bladder more sensitive than usual. Replacing these items with more bladder-friendly options such as herbal teas, plain water, or lightly steamed vegetables can make a noticeable difference over time. Improving sleep hygiene is equally important when addressing nocturia. A consistent bedtime routine helps the body transition smoothly into deep, restful sleep. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Make your sleeping environment as calming as possible by reducing noise, dimming lights, and keeping the room comfortably cool. Avoid electronic screens at least 1 hour before bed, as the blue light they emit can interfere with melatonin production and delay sleep onset. Restful, uninterrupted sleep supports hormonal balance, including the production of antidiuretic hormone, which naturally reduces urine output at night. Gentle evening exercises, such as walking, stretching, or yoga, can also help calm the nervous system and improve bladder control. High-intensity workouts late at night may be too stimulating, but low-impact movement can reduce stress hormones like cortisol and support relaxation. Deep breathing exercises and mindfulness techniques before bed may further reduce anxiety, related bladder sensitivity, and help regulate the signals between the brain and bladder. Pelvic floor exercises, commonly known as Kegel exercises, can be beneficial for both men and women experiencing nocturia. These exercises strengthen the muscles that support the bladder and urethra, helping to reduce leaks, urgency, and overactive bladder symptoms. Performing a few sets of Kegels each day can gradually enhance bladder control and decrease the need for frequent nighttime urination. In addition, maintaining a healthy body weight can relieve pressure on the bladder and pelvic floor. Excess abdominal weight is known to contribute to increased bladder pressure, which can lead to more frequent urges to urinate both during the day and at night. Even modest weight loss has been shown to improve urinary symptoms in many individuals. Finally, managing stress is a crucial element in any lifestyle plan aimed at improving nocturia. Chronic stress disrupts hormonal balance, affects digestive function, and can lead to muscle tension in the pelvic region, all of which may worsen urinary symptoms. Practicing relaxation techniques such as meditation, journaling, listening to calming music, or spending time in nature can support both emotional and physical health, making the bladder less reactive and improving sleep quality. By combining probiotic-rich foods with these additional lifestyle changes, you are taking a comprehensive and natural approach to managing nocturia. Small daily adjustments, when applied consistently, can work together to support gut health, hormonal regulation, bladder stability, and restful sleep, leading to a noticeable improvement in both your nights and your overall quality of life. While the use of probiotic-rich foods and lifestyle adjustments can offer significant relief for many people experiencing nocturia, it's important to recognize that not every case can be fully resolved through diet alone. Caution is necessary, especially when symptoms persist or worsen despite natural interventions. Probiotic foods such as yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut are generally considered safe for most individuals. However, some people may experience mild digestive discomfort when first introducing these foods, including bloating, gas, or changes in bowel habits. These effects are typically temporary and may resolve as the body adjusts to the introduction of beneficial bacteria. Still, anyone with a compromised immune system, recent major surgery, or chronic illness should consult a healthcare provider before adding large amounts of fermented foods to their diet, as their immune response may be more sensitive. In some cases, individuals may unknowingly have underlying medical conditions that are contributing to frequent nighttime urination, and these conditions require proper diagnosis and targeted treatment. For example, undiagnosed or poorly managed diabetes can lead to increased urine production, especially at night. Similarly, an enlarged prostate in men can press against the bladder and urethra, making it difficult to fully empty the bladder and leading to repeated urination overnight. Women may experience pelvic organ prolapse or weakened pelvic floor muscles, which can also contribute to similar symptoms. In these situations, natural remedies may provide some benefit but cannot replace medical treatment. You should also be cautious if your nocturia is accompanied by other concerning symptoms. These include pain or burning during urination, blood in the urine, cloudy or foul-smelling urine, fever, back or side pain, or sudden changes in bladder habits. These may be signs of a urinary tract infection, bladder or kidney stones, or other more serious conditions that require prompt medical attention. Ignoring such symptoms could lead to complications that are preventable if addressed early. It's also important to consider your sleep quality. If you wake frequently to urinate, but also experience loud snoring, gasping for breath during sleep, or persistent daytime fatigue, you may be dealing with a condition like sleep apnea rather than a bladder issue alone. Sleep apnea can disrupt the body's ability to regulate urine production overnight, leading to increased urination. In such cases, treating the sleep disorder is key to resolving the nocturia. Additionally, certain medications, such as diuretics, which are often prescribed for high blood pressure or heart conditions, can contribute to nighttime urination. If you are taking medications and experiencing nocturia, it's worth discussing with your doctor whether the timing or dosage might be adjusted to reduce nighttime symptoms. Age-related changes in hormone levels, especially the decline in antidiuretic hormone that helps reduce urine production during sleep, can also play a role. While natural remedies may help support hormone balance to a degree, persistent symptoms may require more targeted support from a healthcare provider. In all cases, a professional medical evaluation is essential if symptoms are severe, affect your quality of life, or continue without improvement. Ultimately, while probiotic foods and healthy lifestyle habits offer a safe and effective way to support the body's natural systems, they should be part of a broader wellness strategy. Listening to your body and seeking medical advice when necessary ensures that any serious underlying conditions are identified early and managed properly. Responsible self-care includes knowing when to try natural methods and when to ask for help so you can move toward lasting relief, better sleep, and improved overall health. In summary, managing frequent nighttime urination or nocturia involves more than just addressing symptoms. It requires a thoughtful approach that supports both gut and bladder health. Incorporating probiotic-rich foods such as yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut into your diet can help restore a healthy balance in the digestive system, reduce inflammation, and promote better urinary function. Alongside these dietary changes, making mindful adjustments to your hydration habits, avoiding bladder irritants, practicing good sleep hygiene, and managing stress all play vital roles in improving nighttime bladder control. While these natural strategies can provide significant relief, it is important to recognize when symptoms persist or worsen, and to seek professional medical advice as needed. By combining informed lifestyle choices with proper care, it is possible to reduce Nocturia's impact, improve sleep quality, and enhance overall well-being. Remember, small, consistent changes can lead to meaningful improvements, helping you enjoy restful nights and better health.